Yesterday morning, my girlfriend woke me up to the news that there had been an assassination attempt against Donald Trump, and this didn't surprise me for three reasons. One, because every single media outlet was reporting the same thing, that there had been an incident against Donald Trump, that Donald Trump had fallen over, that there'd been an issue, that there'd been a problem. It wasn't stating the fact that there'd been a very obvious and clear assassination attempt against him because somebody tried to shoot him in the head. That is an assassination attempt, that's not an incident. The second reason I wasn't surprised was because the gunman was a 20-year-old Republican. And the third reason is when I was 19, I used to speak to a guy who knew a lot about the world, and he made a lot of sense, and he taught me a lot of things that I know today. And he told me that people who come into power who aren't supposed to be in power, or people who know things who aren't supposed to know things and go very public with it, end up having three lives. And the first life is they just cancel you, they wipe you off the internet, they pretend you don't exist. The second thing they do is they try and incriminate you for something that you haven't done. This happened many times with Dr. Sebi, if you guys are familiar with him, who was curing a lot of people from incurable diseases, and he was put in prison. And then if you can somehow get out of that, they'll try and kill you. And when he first told me this, I didn't believe it until I started seeing it played out in real time. It's happened to a lot of people all throughout the course of history. And often when they're telling you this is the bad guy, he ends up being the good guy. Not in all cases, but most. It was a horrible moment to watch, especially with the amount of gunfire that was allowed to take place before the special forces jumped in and proceeded to pile up on top of Trump. I don't know what the sniper on the roof was doing, because this guy allegedly was less than 450 feet away. So when that first shot was fired and he grabs his ear, there's that moment where everyone freezes and it's almost like, why did he miss? He wasn't supposed to miss. Quickly, get another shot in. I'm not saying that's what happened, I'm just saying it very much seemed that way. There's just a lot of unanswered questions, like why did the audience spot this assassin before the snipers did on the roof? He's going down! He was literally less than 450 feet away. That's extremely weird. There are also people speculating that this was staged, which I do not believe at all, because like I say, you do get the three lives thing, and we've seen this happen to Trump in real time. I totally believe this was a genuine, real assassination attempt, and I don't think he was supposed to miss. And the fact people are going hard on Twitter saying, I'm upset that the assassin missed, is absolutely disgusting. It doesn't surprise me, but it's disgusting. The fact there are people online stating how they wish that this man, who is a father, should have got a bullet in his head that day, in front of all those people, live on camera, when another person was shot and killed as well, and two others are in critical condition. I don't care how much you don't like someone. If you wish that there was a bullet in their head, it makes your perspective on the world corrupt and evil. I love this from the Bible, and I wanted to share it, not just with you, but with everyone who wanted Trump dead on that day. The Bible says, do not be conformed to this world, but be transformed by the renewal of your mind, that by testing you may discern what is the will of God, what is good and acceptable and perfect. In other words, the world is going to try to form you into something or someone you're not, whereas God will transform you into the person you're supposed to be. And wishing death and pain and misery on someone and their family is the definition of ungodly. There are people in this world who I don't like, but I don't wish death on them. I wish them to sort themselves out and become a better person. Let me know in the comments what you think about this assassination attempt, and if we're going to call it anything other than assassination attempt, then you should work for your local media. Lastly, I just want to say how awesome Donald Trump's reaction was to being shot at. He had blood rushing down his face, he held up his fist and repeated the word fight. And although we do live in a wonderful world, unfortunately this world is very flawed and very sinned, and if it all came crashing down, that's all we'd have left to go on. Fighting. Me versus you. It's not the way it was supposed to be, but unfortunately it is the world that we live in. And if you want to be seen, you want to be heard, you want to change the world and make it better, you have to fight for it. And I actually thought it was a pretty beautiful moment. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a lovely day. I'll see you very soon. If you're looking for online coaching, the link is in the description below. God bless.